Bruh, I got correct. Nah, I got correct. Wait. Alright everyone, what's up? Today we playing Fistborn, and today I'm going to show you some helpful tips if you're a beginner in Fistborn. Alright, the first tip is when you start in the game, you want to press P if you're on PC. I don't know the control for it on controller, but you want to press P if you're on keyboard. Then all of these navigation systems will pop up. You want to go to where it says 24/7. This is where you can get easy money. You want to go to the job board and you want to get a job. My job right now is the restocking rampage, but you can do it, but I recommend doing the desk quest and or the missing cat quest. The restocking rampage one is only if you have like good stamina. Well, not really good stamina, but if you have the breathing mask, which we'll get to in a little bit. So when you get the missing cat or desk quest, I'll give you a helpful tip. The missing cat will always be in this area. It'll always be in this area right over here. So that's a tip for the missing cat quest. And you don't want to do the missing cat quest at night because it won't be easy to find if you're blind. Not like me though.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Once you get enough money, I recommend getting at least 5,000 to 10,000 money, because it's not like Ryujin or Mighty Omega when you need so much money just to get one item. All the useful items in the game is literally almost less than $500, so you won't even need to have that much money. But I still recommend getting $5,000 to $10,000 just in case if you need to get something quickly and you don't want to do jobs like me. Alright, so once you get your money, I'll show you where to go. You want to go to the bus stop right here. You want to go to the, I think, yeah, you want to go to the 4th bus stop and stop right here. Then it'll show you the Rigby's gym. Rigby's fitness gym is basically where you're going to be most of the times to get strength. So when you're in the fitness gym, you'll have all of these options. You want to get these 3 items: push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. Just realized I need squats. So you want to get this road work right here, and you want to do at least 3 road works when you hop on the game to get easy stamina. So this is the path for the road work, and I'll speed up this process so that you guys won't have to, watch me running and just be annoyed. So yeah, let's do the road work. Alright, now that you finished your road work, you can go ahead and go buy another road work, or just practice any of these options: push-ups, sit-ups, or squats. I recommend doing push-ups first just to get enough TP. You might be asking, what is TP? TP is basically total power. Your total power is like, let's say your rank, like in Ryujin. If you have, once you get 50 total power, you're going to be able to enter codes. I can't enter codes right now because, like most of you guys, I'm still starting out too. But since I have experience from Ryujin, I can kind of have some level of eloquence in what I'm saying. You can kind of trust me if you want to. So once you get to Rigby's fitness gym, you might be seeing this red little thing right here. It's the fatigue system. The fatigue system will basically hinder your results in training. So I'm gonna go to the bus stop again. It's right next to Rigby's fitness gym. Once you pass that right corner in the road work, you want to go to the 3rd one right here. You want to stop right here. It'll show you all these stuff. Actually, I think I'm wrong. Yep, no, I'm dumb, I'm stupid. I'm still getting used to the bus stop system, like all of you guys. So I'm gonna just go over here. Don't do the 3rd one. I want to do this one right here. So close. I'm gonna go to the hospital. My fatigue is very high, so I should rest, but really you don't want to rest until you get like 80 fatigue. And when you go into the hospital, you'll see the stat check system right here. The stat check system is where you can check your stats and see how much total power you have. I'll check it right now just to show you guys how strong I am. Alright, so that's the hospital. And then you might be wondering, how do I get into a hospital bed and rest? Well, the hospital will have many different beds. The beds are over here. Most of them are going to be full because people are practicing, or resting like in here. Or one will be open, which I'm going to try to find. Yeah, this one is open. So if you want to rest, it'll cost $500. That's what I was saying. You should get like 5,000 to 10,000, but you really don't need to rest until like 75 to 80% fatigue. Now, I'll show you what the bars represent. The green bar represents your health. The orange bar represents your hunger, and the blue bar represents your stamina. You want to always have a good amount of stamina so that you can run around the map. And that's a basic rule in all fighting games. Alright, so now that we checked out the hospital, we can now go into the pure fuel. We're near the 7-Eleven. Now let's go to the bus stop again. Quick travel to the 7-Eleven. Alright, not the 7-Eleven, 24/7. Now, the orange bar, if you want to fill your hunger, you probably just want to stock up on hot dogs, sodas, or donuts, or energy drinks, because they all give you, they all fill your hunger either way. I'm not going to buy one right now, because I'm not that hungry, but Big Al's Pizza is where you can also get pizza and food, too. Then, for City Imperial, this is basically just clothes stuff. Don't buy clothes, just wear your own clothes until you have enough money and enough power to really do. I don't really want to do that because you want to focus on, training. But here, Pure Fuel is where you're going to be a lot in this game. Pure Fuel is basically where all the main equipment is. You get the light vest, the protein shake, the heavy vest, and here, the breathing mask, which you really need to buy, like what I have on now. Like I was saying, you won't get any stamina gains unless you have the breathing mask on while you're running. Then you have the limb weights, which are basically just weights with go on your limbs and stuff, like your arms and legs. You have fat burners, which in the name burns your fat. So this is where you're going to be a lot of the times, like in the gym or in somewhere else on the map. Now I'm going to show you an example of how you can get styles. A good example for getting styles is near Rigby's gym. You come here, you're going to stop right here, and then you're going to run around this corner right here away from Rigby's gym. I'll speed this section up so you guys won't have to watch me run. Alright, this is an example of where you can get the styles. A boxing style, Liberty Road Boxing Club. There's a Muay Thai one around the map, but I forgot where it was. This is where you can get a style, which for this example right here is boxing. There's requirements for each style, which you can find on the game's description or in a YouTube video. Well, I don't know the style, so I need to learn, because I'm definitely getting boxing. I get boxing for every single style in a fighting game. This is where I got my daily quest for Roadworks, and here in the boxing gym you can get a lot of stuff. You see this, the bags? You can punch this to get strength, but you want to do push-ups or another weight training to get a strength or muscle. You don't really want to do this because it doesn't really give much, but I'd rather do push-ups because you can't auto macro the punching bag, which is sad. But also I forgot to tell you guys this. If you're on controller, push the D-pad down and then go to miscellaneous. Oh no, I don't want to talk to you. Alright, so go to miscellaneous, then you want to click right here. This is where the menu is. This is where you'll see all of this stuff. Quests, accessories, achievements, modes, auto macro, stat check, and talents. Stat check requires Robux. So if you want to check your stats infinitely and you don't want to just go around the map going to the hospital every single time you want to check your stats, I recommend buying this. This is a really good tool. But this is where it all comes to play. The automatic route. The automatic route is where you can literally just, what is in the name, just automatic route it. And this, it's free. I'm not going to show you guys this because I don't know how to get out. So yeah, if you ever just want to auto macro this, and if you're going to dinner, just put on push-ups, squats, sit-ups, jumping jacks, barbells. It basically has everything. Oh, they do have a thing for punching bags. I didn't even see that. Well, that's it for the things over here, the miscellaneous. Then you can press T-Pad down again so that you won't have to go into the menu. The shop here is where you can get tokens. Tokens are where you can re-roll your clan, traits, and other stuff. When you're once you get the codes for once you get 50 TP, once you get the codes, you wanna re-roll your clan and traits. You want to re-roll until you get a legendary clan, and you want to re-roll until you get a legendary trait, because you really need those for, you know, what's it called? You really need those for being good in the game. I don't know the traits, but one I know is God Glow, I think it's called, or it's for the eye, which you can use, but I think another person made a video about it, and you might want to watch his video, because his video is good. So you might see, but you said it was free, the auto macro. Well, you don't really need to use this. You don't really need to buy this. It'll just be a waste of your time. But you might want to get the infinite stat checker. Quick recovery is basically when you run out of stamina and you get knocked on the floor. Alright, so that's all for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the tips. I hope you enjoyed everything, and I hope you guys get good at Fistborn, and I'll see you in the... And one more thing. For controller players, if you want to enter combat, you want to press D-pad left. Right. Yeah, D-pad right. And then you'll be able to combat, and you'll go into your fighting stance. Then, if you want to throw a punch, do R2. If you want to throw a heavy punch, do triangle. And yeah, there you go.